So it is the next day. It is 7:30 a.m. and I want to get out there before it gets too blisteringly hot. Okay, I am ready to go. So I got everything loaded up here. Got the camera on. That's camera A, camera B, camera C, and I got pads on today, so that way I'm not as afraid of crashing. I'm always afraid of crashing, though. Nobody wants to crash. Okay, I'm leaving this camera here, and I'm going all GoPro during this time. All right, see ya. And I've got two like off-road shirts, I have a base layer, and then I have like a motocross shirt, then I have the jacket, but all three are like breathable, so if you're trying to stay warm, it's not the setup. Close this. And I'm not going to talk a ton going out to this track or going out to this area. I just don't want to bore people. So this area is kind of close to where I filmed on Happy Camp, but it is further down, and it's a hill that goes up, and it's I don't know, I gotta kind of try to find it. It's a pretty cool area back there. It's one of my favorite riding areas. That's the weird thing about the high desert. It's like, it's cold at night, it's cold in the morning, it gets super hot during the day. It's like you gotta dress in layers, or you gotta bring stuff with you. Don't pull out. Don't look. You know what? Sometimes I honk because it looks like somebody's gonna roll out in front of me, and then they get all pissed off. Like, why are you honking at me? And it's like, I just want to make sure you see me. Because if I didn't honk and you didn't see me and you pulled out, I might be dead. So I'd rather piss somebody off than be dead. Alright, so we're getting close, sort of. This is one of my favorite areas to ride. I just love it out this way. Even the trailer park is bitching. I'll build right there. I'll build a house. I'll homestead. That's for sale. I'm feeling the first bit of warmth today, because so far it's been cold. Not cold, but chilly. So this thing corners pretty darn well. I don't, you know, it's got a bigger front tire. It's got a 21-inch, and which is amazing for off-road. For on-road, it feels a little bit weird at times in the turns, but the way this bike is set up, it handles it really well. course, I tend to push the speed limit. All right, unhappy camp. I waited till the last second to brake on that last turn, and you know, I've heard negative things about these brakes, but I think they did pretty good. I mean, I think they feel good. You know, this bike is compared to the KTM 790, and I have not ridden that bike, but I have seen it up close. I've sat on it. I've watched a lot of reviews about it. People love that bike. It's a KTM. It's got a lot of amazing components, but there's a guy that actually did a really good comparison video. I'm going to see if I can dig that up. And what I'm on right now, the Tenere 700, kind of won out in his opinion. Mainly best bang for the buck. I mean, the KTM's $3,000 plus more money. $3,000 US plus more money. All depends on where you want to put your money. You can do the mods that you want, a lot of them, with that extra money, for sure. Now, there is a rally version of this in Europe that does have a bunch of upgraded stuff. I don't know all the specs on it, but... Alright, so I love this area. It's like beautiful and kind of creepy, and the turns are just awesome. And you know, it's even nicer when you don't feel like you're on a street bike and you got to just get it all the time. Like, it's kind of nice to just take this area in and go at a nice pace. See, somebody got killed there. That's why there's a roadside memorial. There's so many fire roads back here. It's crazy. There's just really an abundance. But a lot of them are locked up and you can't ride on them. And there's a really creepy house up here, by the way. I'm going to see if I can slow down and catch a good glimpse of it. Right here, by the way, was a really fun place to hang out. It was a bar, pub, restaurant, and you'd get, you know, 100 Harleys up here on a weekend, hanging out. There was a boxing ring at one point. But anyway, there's this one house that's kind of crazy, and it's got steer skulls all over it on the roof. I have no idea who lives there, but somebody does live there. Aha, I think it's right here. See if you can see it. Yeah, look at that. I hope something's open. I can smell smoke, so they may have closed stuff. I don't think there's any active fires right at the moment, but you'll smell it for 2 months sometimes. And then when it rains, you smell it again. Woo, it's chilly right here. Now it got warm again. Crazy. That's a cool thing about being on a motorcycle, though. You feel the change, and I don't know, you're more aware of what's happening around you. And you need to be. That was a cool frickin' truck right there. Woo, it's cold again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, all these off-road areas are frickin' closed. So, I saw one little area. I don't even know if it's private property, so I'm going to check it out. I got a car behind me, so I'm gonna let him go because I might need to slow down up here. There you go. Bye-bye now. So I have an appointment late morning, so that's why I got up early to ride some trails this morning, and I am not finding any trails that I can ride. Everything's flipping closed. If I can't take this off-road, I have less of a story about it. I can definitely talk about its back road prowess. It's really a joy in the back roads, that's for sure. I'm in 5th gear right now, and I'm just, you know, I got plenty more power if I need it. That's closed. I guess they'd rather close it than maintain it. I don't know if that's the reason. There's another trail area. Closed. You know what, no matter what, this is such a scenic, awesome drive. Can't look at any place to live in the state of California without thinking about fire. Just like you can't live anywhere in Florida, for example, without thinking about hurricanes, you know. It's just certain facts of life, you know. This is where people stage, right here. Nobody behind me. I'm just gonna pull over for a second. I don't know what the hell's back here. Whoa, that looks scary. Ah, it's beautiful. There's water. Look at that. Look how cool that is. Oh, this is gonna suck turning around. You can't forget it is a big bike. It is not a wee bike. Back from the excursion, and like I said, you know, during it, all the trails were closed that I could find. There's got to be trails that are open, but I couldn't find any. So it was just a good ride. I'm upset about that part of it, but it still was a really awesome morning ride. The only thing, I mean, let's just go down a very short list of my complaints about the bike. Starting with the seat, I think the seat's not very comfortable. Most stock seats on most motorcycles are not. I replace or enhance almost every seat. I mean, my Indian Roadmaster is great. I didn't need to replace that or do anything with it, but almost every motorcycle I've owned, with the exception of the Indian, I've done something with. The other thing is that snatchy throttle in first and second. I think it's just because of that, the way the suspension's set up. There is a way to do a different gas oil mixture setup, but beyond that, at the moment, and you know, I will update you more, I don't think there's a lot to bitch about with this bike. I really don't. There's a lot to like about it, and I've talked a lot about those things that I like, but I just thought I would mention a couple of the things that I didn't. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll be doing more videos like this, so definitely subscribe, hit the like button if you like the video, turn on your notifications so that you're notified, and remember, take care of each other and keep rock alive.